Hey Aries, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising weekly reading. I do consider all of these readings timeless. So whenever you are guided here, always trust that. I always do recommend that you check out your Sun, Moon, and your Rising signs. Also, you might want to check out any prominent energies. For example, we are headed into, today is Friday the 28th. Tomorrow we have the new moon in Aries. So, if you happen to catch this video as a any other sign other than Aries, you might still want to check out the Aries reading for this week, being that we have the prominent energy, the new moon coming into Aries. And this new moon is going to be very significant as it is coupled with the solar eclipse. Just saying. So this will probably be a pretty collective reading as well. Very powerful energies for my Aries this week. Alright, just tapping in. Before I started recording, my guides were showing me a crown. So, and it looked like I could see 3 pieces. So to me, it's hard to put into words what I was seeing, but it was like three pieces of the crown, like 3 rings on the crown, if that makes sense. Like 1, 2, 3. To me, 3 is the mind, body, and soul connection, the Holy Trinity. The crown is the epicenter of consciousness, the crown chakra. It is enlightenment. It is the highest, in the body, at least if we're speaking in terms of chakras, the highest energy center. It's your center of connection to spirit, to source energy, to creativity, to ideas. So let's see what comes out for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. My Aries. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. For the overall energy, let's get a few more cards here. Let's see what's crowning you. What's crowning my Aries? Okay, I'll take that. Show me the past, please. Thank you. You guys having a lot of cards come out here. Wow. For the unseen. Thank you. And the future, please. Okay. So, overall energy, 3 of Swords with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I just want to focus on these energies here. It feels like there has been some kind of heartbreak, heartache, loss, that you are working on rebuilding. My guides are showing me like putting the heart back together, kind of like a puzzle, putting the pieces back together. This could be a good time to like build, to put relationships back together, to restore some connections or to heal. What is this Knight of Swords? I just want to get some clarity on this Knight of Swords for my Aries. time to take action to move forward. And to step into your power. The King of Wands is a very magical king, especially with all these wands here. 8 reminds us of the connection of all things. So there is some kind of connection here that needs to be rebuilt or restored. And what's crowning you, we got the Queen of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. So this is about providing stability. This is about reunion of family, creating a happy family, happy relationships, contentment, joy. So this definitely could be family related, trying to rebuild or reconnect or figure out how to work together with someone or with others. I definitely feel like you can do it, especially we got the Queen of Cups here. Could be Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces women involved. There also could be earth sign women involved. Doesn't have to be, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There could also be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius men involved. Again, it doesn't have to. It's just also just the energies that they emulate. The Queen of Pentacles, earth energy. She's a solid provider. She knows how to provide, how to create, how to be abundant. And it feels like there was something learned here. Could have been through a teacher, through another, could have been through a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces woman. But it does feel like there's something learned, something learned about your emotions. This is also a very intuitive queen. Yeah, there's some balance here being restored, I think. Maybe some truth was shown to you. In the unseen realm, though, we have, or in the subconscious, however you want to look at it, we have Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like something was taken from you, or there was, just a feeling of, and maybe this was even like as a child for some of you, just a feeling like you didn't get something that you were supposed to, or there just feels like there was something missing. But there are new perspective, new ideas, new ways of seeing things available to you. You may not be seeing it, being that this is in the unseen realm, and the bird also looks like covering his eyes. There's something that you weren't perhaps seeing clearly, or you could have been letting the emotional body really get in the way from seeing things perhaps logically or clearly, or from another's perspective. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe you're able to see things a little more clearly now. Or maybe that's a good idea to try to see things from another perspective. This will take some work, but I do feel like it's definitely possible. Like, I feel like you have come a long way, Aries. But there's some healing in the heart that needs to take place here, for sure. The Empress in reverse. This could be maternal energy, the mother energy. Yeah, for some of you, this could be actually like pertaining to your mother. Yeah, it just feels like you don't feel like you were provided with what you wanted, or what you expected, or maybe even like what your friends had. I don't know. It's just, but it's time. The world here, the world is about closing out cycles. It's about endings and new beginnings. This will take some work, but I feel like you've come so hard. Like, being that this is sitting on your crown, on the top of your energy field, it's like you've provided balance, you've provided stability. Like, you might work really hard, or like you're sorted out your money situations. Like, you're a solid provider, and you desire this happy family here. Let's look at this. This definitely could be family related, for sure. I haven't gotten a family reading in a while. Interesting. Tell me about this Ten of Cups for my Aries. Queen of Wands. Now we have 3 queens out here. This is your queen, Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, and you may have even like found your king, because look how she came out right next to the King of Wands. But also this could be speaking to the balance within. We all have the masculine and feminine within us. The feminine being the aspect that listens, observes, is open, it's spirit, it's subconscious, and masculine, which would be the part that takes action and follows through. It's the conscious mind. These two coming into balance here and deciding we're going to move forward from this place of contentment, from this place of joy. Tell me about this Knight of... I want some more clarity on this Knight of Swords, please. Yeah, it just feels like something was out of balance here. Something was out of balance. And so how do we fix this? How do we resolve this? You have to make the choice to do so. You have to decide that you want to resolve this. There is hope here. There's a lot of hope here. The star is rejuvenation. And it's also giving very maternal energy here. You have to pour out your emotions. There may be a need for a discussion or just a release. So I feel like you're holding on to something here, some resentment or anxiety or anger or fear or upset. It feels upset about something. Let's look at the mother. Tell me about the mother here, or whoever this is that you're dealing with. It does feel like a mother figure, but it could be anybody. The Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like they don't want to fight with you. Nine of Wands in reverse. Upright, it would be like someone that's defensive and like needing to defend themselves. They've been through a battle. They've probably been through it. Probably maybe a lot more than you realize. A whole lot more. But in reverse, it's like it's almost like, I don't want to say give up, but like I don't want to fight. Let's get more. Tell me more. Yeah, it feels like they want to create this happy family with you. They want to create this legacy with you. This abundant, joyous family where everyone comes together in celebration, in harmony. What's the best path forward here? So both of these cards coming out on their sides, but we do have the Two of Cups on the bottom here, which speaks to reunions. It speaks to relationships coming together, forming. With these being on the side, I feel like the important part is going to be in you actually making that choice, that conscious decision to want to solve this, to want to put this to rest, whatever this heartache is, whatever this animosity is. There could be even a feeling of competition here for some reason. But I feel like these being on the side means exactly that you have to make the choice, right? Because on the sides it's kind of unsure. It could go in this direction. It could also go in this direction if you're not careful. Right? So the Knight of Wands wants you to use your fire, use your energy, use your passion, move towards balance. It's give and take. You have to be willing to give in order to receive as well. So the best path forward would be, I would say, to take this as inspired action, to also face some of these fears, to look more clearly at what you have going on inside, because it does feel like a lot of turmoil. It feels like a lot of pain here. Let's look a little deeper at that. Let's go with let's get an archetype out here, and then we'll get some animal spirits out here. This is gonna be a little longer, but I kind of feel like it's necessary for this reading. So, all right, Aries. Yeah. We got the stone. Stone is solid. Stone can be hard-headed as well. We got the orphan in reverse. Yeah, it feels like there's some abandonment issues, a feeling of being left behind, or a feeling of you were hurt. You have some inner child healing that needs to take place here, Aries. All right. And you got to be careful, because it's almost like someone feels like they're kind of walking on eggshells, or like someone could split open at any time. With the fault line, the vow, and the bridge, though, these are energies that can reconnect, right? If you make the vow, okay, we're gonna resolve this. If you can make that vow, that pledge, I feel like that will open up a path. But you have to be careful, because this fault line is it can crack open as well. So I would just be careful in how you approach the situation. But if you go in, I guarantee you, if you go in here with this vow, like, all right, I'm going to find resolution. If that is your intention, I guarantee you're going to find it. All right. This is a bridge. This is an opening. It is a pathway that has become available. Just make sure that you are also looking at what it is that you have been holding on to, this abandonment, and it's time to put it to rest. It's time to end it. There has been something that you have been holding on to, Aries. Remember I said, like, putting the pieces back together? That's what it feels like. It's like there's been a mirror that's shattered, and the mirror is you. And it's time to put those pieces back together. And you can identify, like, some of these fears, some of these hurts, some of these pains. And from there, perhaps you can figure out how to restore this connection, how to restore also yourself, how to put yourself back together. And right now, this energy tomorrow with the new moon in Aries is the very first zodiac sign of the wheel. And it's a solar eclipse. So this is screaming at 9 minutes, which is a very magical number exactly. At 9 degrees, sorry. This is a very magical time to reinvent yourself, Aries. All right? But you gotta take a good look. And you got to be very honest with yourself as well. And understand that we're all just human. We're all just trying our best. Nobody's perfect. When we hold resentments, it really, truly, yes, it can hurt the other person, but it really does hurt yourself. All right. I definitely feel like with these cards coming out, you can create a more solid foundation here. But if you're working off a fault line where, people you feel like you're going to crack open at any time, or like you got to walk on eggshells, maybe that's something that you need to discuss or do some introspection about. There could be also, this 9 of Swords is really standing out to me. A lot of anxiety or fears, hurt that needs to be resolved. So what is it going to take to resolve that? And sometimes we need to have a conversation with ourselves, because fear is false evidence appearing real. Or fuck it all and run. It's not it's an emotion, though. You are not your emotions, right? And a lot of times we base a lot of our actions, a lot of our thoughts based off of fear. And it doesn't really help us at all, okay? So when we can identify, okay, this is where I'm operating out of fear, and this is actually more true, right? And also just keep in mind that we're all human, and our mothers they work with what they know. And at least for my own experience, there has been a period where I realized, like, if I hadn't gone through all I went through with my mom, all the trials and tribulation, because my childhood was crazy, I wouldn't have become who I am today. I wouldn't have learned a lot that I learned. I wouldn't have been able to grow in the way I was able to. So thinking about it that way kind of lightens things for me. But also just realizing that we're all just human. We all work with what we got. With, nobody's perfect. There's no handbook for this shit. And shit happens, Let's get a couple oracles for my Aries. Yeah, the metamorphosis. It's change, transformation taking place, but there is grief. We got the spring. So this is the time for reinventing yourself, you guys. This is the time to create a new version of yourself. We got soulmate energy. I feel so there's a couple different ways you can look at soulmate energy, and to me this is what I was talking about earlier with this, and it's even got the symbolism on it as well with the fire and how the two fire signs came together. Some of you guys, this could be actually a connection for love. Or there could also be a deepening of the connection of love. But this is what I was talking about with the masculine and feminine coming together. It's all connected. We are one. At the end of the day, it's you with you. And not everybody might be ready for that information, but take it if it resonates. Any more messages? Let's get some animal spirits out here. We got contemplation, dark night of the soul, family, balancing the scales, and communication. Look how those all come out, you guys. Spirit is amazing. I don't know how it works. And look what's on the bottom. Healing. All right. This is a powerful time to reinvent yourself and to heal your connections, heal your family, bring balance into the situation. It is going to take some work, right? That's what we said in the beginning. It's going to take some work. You're going to have to look at your fears, look at your grief, look at your hurt, your pain, your shadows, your wounds. It's going to take for you to do some introspection, right? To sit with yourself and to contemplate. And then it's going to take for you to communicate. All right? You're going to have to take, and that can be scary in itself. But I think if you go into this with this vow we were talking about, with the intention to make things right, to heal, to forgive, I'm hearing, I think you can come out on the other side of this as being this queen that you are. This nurturing, compassionate, giving queen that you are. or king, but I feel like this is, it does feel like a very feminine reading. We've got the eagle. The eagle is the truth seeker. The eagle transforms karma. It's able to zoom in and see something specific, but it's able also to zoom out and see the big picture here. And I think that's going to be important for you to zoom out and look at the big picture. All right, be careful with your impulses. All right, the moth can be impulsive. It can also be enthusiastic, but it can be hasty. All right, so just be careful. Be careful with how you approach this. With that fault line out here as well, it feels like someone here, you could, run off of emotions a lot. So I definitely recommend meditation. Literally saved my life. Really helps you to get your emotions in check, your energy body in check, as well as your mental body, your mind. Yeah, look, this is about coming into alignment. It is going to take for you to communicate, both with another and with yourself. All right? But this is the process of healing. This is about tapping also into your unawakened magic, which wants to come alive here with all these wands. And that's your energy. You guys are the suit of wands, which is fire, which is energy, the flame. Right? The spark of creation. I do see that there's an energy here that wants to grow. It wants to develop. It wants to move past this. And you have that creative potential within you, Aries. All right? Tap into your inner wisdom here. The unicorn. Hold on, I can get my coffee. The unicorn is the third eye, which is your seat of your intellect, your intuition, your inner wisdom. All right. Yeah, on the bottom we've got also the lizard, which is more creative energy. It's also very spiritual energy. It's transformative. You can transform into whatever it is that you want here. Take the vow. It's up to you to put yourself back together, and you have the potential. The invitation here is to reconnect and to resolve whatever this is that you have going on. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Make sure you tap that notification bell if you want to be notified of upcoming videos. Love you guys.